of the day, I think it's time to turn in, and Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road just announced their characters. Like, oh my god! What is good, people? It is your boy HMK once again, and wow! Kingdom Hearts Dark Road just showed off the 4 mysterious. I told you there were 6. I told you. Some of y'all didn't believe me, and that's the power of the 5th dimension. Because 5 days ago, before this announcement, before this video, I made a video asking who are these characters, and now 5 days later, the 5th dimension, we now have the identities of these 4. That's right, 4 other characters. It's a group of 6, and so Lucio, Braig, maybe. That's something I gotta consider. We have the names and the identities of these characters. They just dropped, and I'm gonna show the pictures here, and they look pretty cool. So Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road, they state that Xehanort and Eraqus weren't the only companions together when training under the Keyblade of, their time in Scala Ad Caelum. And these names, right off the bat, I gotta let you guys know, they have to deal with Norse mythology and good jazz, and there's a couple things tantalizing about this, but we're gonna have more theories, concerning these characters. First and foremost, we have Vor, or Vor. It has the umlaut, the umlaut is the U with the 2 dots, but it has the 2 dots over the O in Norse mythology. But Vor is the little girl that's next to Xehanort sitting in the chair, and okay, so that's a new character. What would you know about this? We don't know. They're new characters. However, according to Norse mythology, Vor is the goddess of wisdom, who is also the aunt of Odin, and she's known as the careful one, the aware one, the very careful one, careful, aware. Old Norse mythology. She looks like she's someone that's careful and aware. And her eyes are very green, and we have to go by eye colors because they always mean something in Kingdom Hearts. So that's the first new character, and I gotta say right off the bat, all these designs look really, really cool. And we know that these are Keyblade wielders because we have to know, because they have the symbol on their person. So that's character number 1, Vor. Next one is Erd. I hope there's some sort of voice acting in Dark Road because I need to know how to pronounce these names. Erd. And this one does whatever. She is, in Old Norse, it's referred to as Fate. Erd, I want to assume, because we don't see the rest of the body, I want to assume that this character is indeed female, because Erd in Norse mythology is one of the 3 Norns, which are female deity entities that control the fate of man, the fate of men in Norse mythology. And along with Skuld, it's like, they I don't want to say that they're sisters, because, there's differentiating information spikes about, the relationship in Norse mythology, at least, of, them just being, an entity of 3 Norns. It's unknown if they're truly sisters or related or anything like that, whatever. But her, along with Skuld, are part of the Norns that dictate, control the fate and destiny of man. So we have a character from Union Cross, that's from Union Cross, right? And we have a character from Dark Road, which is about Xehanort, and that's the time, that's like 80-some years before, 90-some years before the events of Kingdom Hearts. And Union Cross takes place way in the past and whatnot. And we have these 2 characters displaced by time, but they're related thanks to Norse mythology. Tetsuya Nomura. Bro, that's just character number 2. Alright, and my mind is racing with theories, but this is just to break down these new characters. That's Erd. Next one is Bragi. Now, the thing about Bragi, I already see Twitter, people are exploring about Bragi, and I gotta say, I love Bragi's. I love his design. If you play League of Legends, he kind of like, he looks like he's channeling a young Draven. But Bragi, the thing with Bragi is that if you take one letter, you switch another letter, you get Braig. Oh man. And then that goes in line with Brain. Oh man. And his eyes are golden. Oh man. But Bragi in Norse mythology, according to Norse mythology, is the god of poetry in Norse mythology, and he looks something that will be. He looks like someone who could, put on a cool rap, a cool piece of poetry and whatnot, and that's Bragi. And next up we go to Hermod. He is, in Norse mythology, Hermod translates to war spirit. However, he is the son of Odin and the brother of Balder. And he is often considered to be the herald of the gods, the messenger of the gods in Norse mythology. And man, oh man, like, okay, so he definitely, like, out of all the other characters that are new here, his coat definitely seems more in line with, like, the straight up design of Eraqus and Xehanort, because he has the, like, the little two, like, banners hanging off his jacket over. He has the hood and whatnot. And I'm not sure if this means some sort of, like, ranking within the school system or anything like that, or if they're like, maybe it means that they're, like, up for being a master. It's like, oh, these three will undergo the mark of mastery soon, and these are their stripes, basically, and whatnot. And these characters, I gotta say, I am in love with all of their designs, but I gotta say right now, you know, I want to go back to Erd for a little bit because of Erd's association with Skuld. They already seem to have very similar eye color, and Skuld's eye color can be some considered to Xehanort's golden eye color. And then that's, you know, a whole association that we can, you know, think about, talk about, theorize about, and, you know, they seem to have more in line with that color. However, when it comes to Bragi's eye color, you know, I feel that is a lot more in line with Xehanort's golden eye color when it comes to art that we've seen of, you know, Xehanort, Xemnas, young Xehanort, Ansem, all that good jazz. And, you know, it could be possible because, like, we know at one point, like, in his youth, all the way up to how we see him as young Xehanort when he went to go meet with the Master of Masters, his eyes were silver, right? And golden eyes have been said time and time again by Tetsuro Nomura and other, you know, pieces of lore and associated works and whatnot, that golden eyes are something that are associated with with Xehanort. And then if you read the Xehanort biopic when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts stories, you know that book I'm talking about. It talks about, you know, Xehanort's and Xehanort's golden eyes and how they shine and whatnot. But, you know, like, you know, point A to point B, how does silver come to gold, right? And it seems that something must have happened in Dark Road. And now we have a character that seems to have an eye color that is very much in line with Xehanort's golden eye color. And, you know, with the whole concept of body hopping, body snatching and whatnot, it could be possible that Xehanort's eyes, the golden eyes, were never really his. And you know, Bragi, if we're looking at Norse mythology, you know, Bragi, I don't know. Maybe they share hearts. Maybe at some point at the end of Dark Road, you know, Bragi's heart comes to Xehanort's heart. But man, oh man, this is wild. It's not even Breath of the Wild. It's excruciatingly wild, and these characters look awesome. This is just, and then according to Kingdom Hearts, you know, the website, not the website, but the Twitter account. You should definitely follow me on Twitter, by the way, because I'm freaking out about this, and I have like mini micro theories that I share all the time. They're gonna be having announcements back to back about Dark Road up until the eventual release of the game, which will be part of Union Cross. But this photo thing just is, it's so eerie, but it's so interesting seeing all these other characters and whatnot. And already there's theories that I believe, so that the little girl Vor whatever, she could be Kairi's grandmother. This could be a young, very youthful Kairi's grandmother. And, I'm glad we're getting more original characters. And boy, if they appear up in the Kingdom Hearts games after 3 and before 4 or whatever, I would love to see them in action. Because, I love these designs so much. And I can't wait to hear more news about these and see how they truly relate to Xehanort, Eraqus, how they, relate to Xehanort's choice to take the Dark Road. And I want to know what happened to them, because obviously Eraqus and Xehanort go their separate ways, but now they seem to have 4 colleagues, 4 friends, 4 other Keyblade wielders that are from the time of Xehanort's childhood, which is like 85, 90 years ago from the events of Kingdom Hearts. I want to know what happened to them. And man, just let the theories fly and let's get this cheddar. And that's the power of the 5th dimension, boys and girls. Let's get it. So until the next video about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road and all that good jazz, it's time. It's time. This video is going up like past midnight my time. Until then, this has been HMK. Until the next message of the 5th dimension, subscribe. Thank you so much for pledging to my Patreon supporters. If you want to check it out, description box. Wow! Let's get it.
So you haven't subscribed to HMK yet? Don't piss Xemnas off.